Wolves moved to 5-5 as they win the joint shoot-around by 12 at home against the now 1-9 Houston Rockets. They finally had a great shooting game as they shot 61% from the floor and 45% from three. And that's because zero defense was played by either team in this game. The Rockets also get 16 threes at 42%. Wolves had no Gobert tonight. The issues that have really plagued the Wolves this year were still there for sure. Giving up wide open threes, being way too careless with the ball. We had 24 turnovers tonight, which is an enormous amount. Luckily, the Rockets had 22 as well, so they kind of offset. But there was like the most amount of trade-ins called that I've ever seen in an NBA game. Like, I think the Rockets might have had 7 in the first half alone. It was crazy. Another issue that obviously has seen no improvement is Cat and his propensity to foul, especially offensively, and how he is still extremely immature and owned to kick non-stop. It was demonstrated right at the start of the game. He scores 7 points in the first 2 minutes and is lighting it up, but then he also fouls 3 times. Only 1 was called, luckily, but still in the first 5 minutes of the game, then he picks up another foul offensively. And so he gets 2 fouls early and continues to foul and is in foul trouble basically the entire game. Naz Reid has a very similar problem. He ends up fouling out and not having Gobert. I mean, we just didn't have other bigs. It wasn't a problem tonight, but it's the same problem we had all of last year. And it just is very demonstrative of how Cat has learned nothing and improved nothing. And it's frustrating to watch. But Cat being in foul trouble and Gobert being out of the game and D'Lo not getting a ton of minutes means we get to see none of those 3 on the court, which means Jordan McLaughlin minutes, Taurean Prince minutes. And the flow of the game is just wonderful. You get to see Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels have a little bit more offensive input. And you have someone in control in Jordan McLaughlin running the offense, who's scrappy as all hell. Gives us 11 assists off the bench tonight. Also, Kyle Anderson had his first good game with the Wolves tonight, starting in place of Gobert. There are so many great things about this team and amazing pieces. They're just not gelling together, and we're really forcing things to these max contract players that we have that are deeply flawed. And D'Lo, Cat, and Gobert are other star, Anthony Edwards, of course, hasn't got a new contract yet. And he's the one that we probably should be running everything through. So, I mean, yay, we got to win against the Rockets, who are atrocious. And I don't think we're even trying to win tonight. Şengün was their best player tonight. He was 8 for 9. And they decided to only play him 20 minutes, even though he started. They just, kept him out of the second half for the most part. Because they're like, oh, we might come back. Can't do that.